here for our first activity? Raise your hand next to that. All right, good numbers. Excellent, excellent. How many? I know we're still looking for seats. Do we have enough for everybody, or?
Yep. Yeah.
Some of them bad. Okay. All right. How many? Raise your hand if you're a student here. Great. All right. What about community members? Just got to be a part of this. Raise your hand. Well, we're glad to have you here. Like I said, this semester we're doing an affair with food, and we are looking at some different things, how food influences us, and how it also influences us within the global society. If you were here that first time, we had our little kickoff. We had a small video. We're going to do the same thing tonight. Some of the things that came up during that were growing and canning your own food, why food is so inexpensive in America compared to other places, how your family eat healthy food on a budget, eating habits of children, and childhood obesity, lifestyle stresses associated with food, and obesity in seniors. And how does or what does marketing actually affect how we choose our food? So those are some of the things that came up, and we hope to investigate those a little bit further tonight. Just a little bit about how we're going to work our way through tonight. Like I said, we're going to go through this little introduction to a small video between 6 and 6:10. After that, we're going to have breakout sessions, I think. And if you pull out your program, yeah, it should have been on your chair right here. First off, don't worry. We'll have people that will direct you to spots, so you won't get lost. And then if you take a look here from 6:15 to 6:40, we have 3 different choices or 3 different places that you can go to. The first one is eating locally, and that's with Bev Dow. Bev, raise your hand back there. Bev was the moderator. She was up on stage the first night. So if you're interested in talking about eating locally, you would go with Bev. The next one's marketing and the politics of food, and Dawn Wagner will be leading that one. Dawn right here. And then the last one is obesity in America, and that would be Cheryl, right? And Cheryl's in the back of the room. So those 3 will be leading the charge. Also with Cheryl, there will be our readers group, Bonnie. Will be a part of our readers group. Bonnie, if you just take one quick second, do you want to tell them what the readers group is?
The Readers Theater Group is a compiled script of literature that looks at the themes of the fight for dignity and the fight for life that are part of the obesity struggle in America. And our award-winning forensics team is going to be presenting the compiled script this evening.
Great. So you get to see
Cheryl
that.
will lead the discussion.
And then you'll get to see that in the obesity in America part. Then if you take a look at the second part, the 6:45 to 7:10, will be those same sessions. You get to pick another one. Unfortunately, just trying to fit everything in, you won't be able to get to all 3 sessions. You only get to be at 2 out of the 3, but hopefully that will keep you interested in the activity. And then at the end, I think something that's always really fun, we're going to have a small cooking demonstration by Chef Thomas, our chef that runs our culinary program. So it'll be a little sample of food that's grown locally, and as a matter of fact, not to spill too many of the beans here on this one. But Bev Dow, who is one of our local boards, she provided the locally grown beans for that activity. So that was really exciting about that. And one other thing, if you take a look at your chair also, there should be a feedback survey on there. Please fill that out. 2 reasons. We obviously want to know how we did tonight, but we also need to know what's happening or what we need to be doing in the future. So keep that in mind. Make sure you get that filled out, and we'll be collecting those towards the end of the night around when we do the food presentation. All right, so I just want to remind you, these are our speakers that were from our first group, Dow, which we already introduced, Dawn Wagner, Cheryl Zizek, we introduced her as well, Bonnie Gable, our speech instructor, who will be working with the Obesity in America. Chef Thomas, I saw him peek his head in. Is he gone already?
Oh, here he is.
He's back there in the back, Chef Thomas in the back. And also Chef Tina will be helping out as well for the cooking part. Just also a small reminder, big thanks to everybody that's on the speaker series. I think the important thing is this is all faculty members on our campus, and so we're really trying to showcase the talent of our faculty and what we can bring to our community. Most of them are part of our group, but some of them are not. Most of them are here, some of them aren't. So. All right, I think 2 other things that we want to talk about. Don't miss our upcoming events. Our next event, and we are really excited about this. We just finalized this in the last couple days. On Thursday, March 18th, you can see there, Vote with Your Fork. A talk and a book signing with Tara Brockman. That'll be the same time, 6 to 7:30. It'll be back in the conference center, so it's just kind of right around the corner there. Tara Brockman, we're really excited to have her here. She's an author, a local farmer from about the middle of the state, down towards Bloomington. That's Southern Illinois for us northern folk usually. She'll be here to speak, and more advertising will be coming out about that. Like I said, we're very excited to have Tara on campus. And then our last event will be April 22nd. We call this one directly Food Fight. A debate. MCC faculty and students will debate issues of food, and so we're really excited. We're kind of deciding how we're putting it together. We think it's going to be students versus faculty, but we're trying to work that out. We like the clash of All right. Now, without further ado, I'm going to get you started with a video. Now, I just need a little bit of help. The video is going to be.
Bad food, that's what they're learning. So that's really what this is all about.
Let me do a small intro so you know what we're going to do. This video is going to be Chef Ann Cooper. She's also known as the Renegade Lunch Lady. Chef Ann is a celebrated author of 4 books, chef, educator, and enduring advocate for better food for all children. Her life work is to transform how we feed our children in school each day, from highly processed to highly nourished food. Her website can be found at www.chefann.com. She has been featured in The New Yorker, The New York Times, The Washington Post, The San Francisco Chronicle, The Chicago Tribune, Newsweek, and Time Magazine, and has appeared on NPR, Living on Earth, ABC Nightline, CNN, PBS, To the Contrary, and the CBS Morning Show, and many more places. So we're going to get started with this, and then after that, we'll lead you off to the breakout session. So hopefully, moving.
And we got here is because of big agribusiness. We now live in a country where most of us don't decide by and large what we eat. We see big businesses, Monsanto and DuPont, who brought out Sage and Orange and stain-resistant carpet. They control 90% of the commercially produced seeds in our country. These are 10 companies control much of what's in our grocery stores, much of what people eat, and that's really, really a problem. So when I started thinking about these issues and how I was going to change what kids ate, I really started focusing on what we would teach them. And the very first thing was about regional food.
We'll restart from the beginning. Sorry about that. There we go.
My thing with school lunch is it's a social justice issue. I'm the Director of Nutrition Services for Berkeley Unified School District. I have 90 employees in 17 locations, 9,600 kids. I'm doing 7,100 meals a day. And I've been doing it for 2 years, trying to change how we feed kids in America. And that's what I want to talk to you a little bit about today. These are some of my kids with a salad bar. I put salad bars in all of our schools. When I got there, everyone says it couldn't be done. Little kids couldn't eat off the salad bar. Big kids would spit in it. Neither happened. When I took over this, I tried to really figure out what my vision would be. How do we really change children's relationship to food? And I'll tell you why we need to change it, but we absolutely have to change it. And what I came to understand is we needed to teach children the symbiotic relationship between a healthy planet, healthy food, and healthy kids. And that if we don't do that, the antithesis, although we've heard otherwise, is we're really going to become extinct because we're feeding our children to death. That's my premise. We're seeing sick kids get sicker and sicker. And the reason this is happening, by and large, is because of our food system and the way the government commodifies food, the way the government oversees our food, the way the USDA puts food on kids' plates that's unhealthy.